If you are not investing already, or if you are investing and you're not investing consistently, now is the time for you to get serious. And I want you to understand why. Because if financial independence or millionaire status is your goal, you have to have three things that are working in your favor. Number one is time. And if you didn't start investing with intention in your 20s and your 30s, you have to do that now. It's not too late because you still have many years ahead of you. You still have more years ahead of you than you do behind you. So you still have time now. But that is the greatest asset that works to your advantage when you're trying to achieve financial independence. The second thing you need is capital. You need more capital to invest. So if you still got high interest credit card debt, or you still creating bills where your money is being taken away from you and you're not centering yourself, you don't have as much capital to invest. In your 40s, because we missed the decade of your 20s and 30s, now you need to take advantage of time and capital. So you need to free up as much capital as you can. The third thing you need, if your plan is to achieve financial independence and hopefully retire early, or if retiring early isn't your goal, retiring comfortably at minimum. But in order to do that, you also need a rate of return. A rate of return that's high enough to compound the capital that you're putting into the market. Saving is not going to make you rich. It's not going to get you to financial independence. So you need to be doing something so that your money is working for you and creating money babies for you. I'm going to give you an example of each one of them. Time, capital, and rate of return. Think of these three things as like levers that you pull. The more you have of one of the levers that you can pull all the way down, the less you need of the other two. I'm going to paint another picture for you for each one of those levers. Someone that can easily achieve financial independence. So with time, of course we know, let's say a young person, let's say our sisters that watch the video about women in their 20s, let's say they take advantage of everything I shared. If a young person starts investing at the age of 25, they have a lot of time on their side. They have 40 years to invest. That sister does not need a lot of money to start, and she doesn't even need a high rate of return. All she needs to do is to get started and put like $1,000 in the market, and she can put it in a broad-based index fund. That money is going to compound for her, and sis ain't got to do nothing because she started early and she pulled the lever of time. She's automatically going to become a millionaire. She's automatically going to be financial independent because she doesn't have to do anything else, because she's maximizing the lever number one, time. An example for someone that has a lot of capital but don't have a lot of time and don't have a high rate of return. Let's say a person that comes from money. That's usually what we typically think of when we think about a person that's rich or financially independent or a millionaire. We assume, oh, they come from money, or they have a lot of money, or they received a large inheritance. That is one example, but it's not the only example. But that person is very likely to become a millionaire if she isn't already. But if she receives a large inheritance and she invests that in the stock market, if she has at least 5 or 10 years to invest, she's going to become a millionaire too, because she has that lever too to take advantage of. She's pulling that lever too. An example of the third one, rate of return. Let's say a person does not start investing until their 40s. So she doesn't have a lot of time on her side. And let's say she just paid off her high interest debt, but she still has some other debt that's a little low interest. So she's still paying that off. So her money is still being split between debt and investing, but she dedicates herself to learning how to invest. So she's able to get a higher rate of return when she invests. So she doesn't have as much time on her side. She doesn't have as much capital to invest, but she's able to get a higher rate of return because she's invested the time and the effort to learn. So she pulled lever 3. So as long as you have a lot of any one of those levers, you don't need as much of the other two. If you're in your 40s, traditional retirement age isn't until 65. You have 25 years, or at least 20 years, to continue investing before you start your drawdown phase. So you still have a lot of lever number one. If you have no debt and you're able to invest a significant amount of your income, you have a lot of number two. If you learn how to invest instead of just saving your money in a savings account and only earning 0.05% if it's in a regular savings account, or even 5% if it's in a high yield savings account. If you learn how to invest, you will be able to get a higher rate of return, even if you don't have, number one, time on your side, or number two, a whole lot of capital. By investing, you will get a higher return than what's in your savings account. So you have to pull one of these levers and have one of them working to your advantage. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You have to have a lot of at least one of the levers. So if you are in your 40s and you are not investing, now is the time to start. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Let's talk about it.